What's up, guys? It's your boy Cam. I am here with NXT Thunder. So let's just get right into it. The lights go out. Okay, this is the pre-show. The lights go out. We see an eye on the video wall. Matt Sydal and Mike Kanellis come out wearing matching gear for their pre-show match. The Vision is in action. 57, an invisible match. I wouldn't call it really abysmal, but the Vision defeated Darius and Dante Martin with Matt Sydal pinned Dante Martin with the Here It Is driver. I wonder what that movie actually is. But Matt Sydal 69, Mike Kanellis 46, and the Martin brothers both share 39 apiece. So yeah, this is the first pre-show match. I just wanted to give the Vision, since they lost last week, in the main event, by the way, I still wanted to give them some momentum. 71. Sydal tells everyone that they will fulfill their prophecy when they win tag team gold sooner rather than later. And also hope my mic is better now, since I was at the I was looking at some of the videos I recorded from 27 to 30. I just looked at 27. I heard that the audio was off a bit, so I'm back in my normal recording space. So hopefully it's better. And I recorded like 4 videos ahead of time when you're seeing this. So 27 through 30, I recorded in a space where the audio wasn't good. So I'm back here recording 31, where hopefully it's better now. But yep, pre-show match, here we go. 84. Couldn't ask for something better. So Chad Gable kicks off this show. He says he wants to know who he's facing at NXT Bash at the Beach. Not NXT TakeOver Bash at the Beach, but NXT Bash at the Beach. Bronson Reed comes out with the Big Show, and Reed tells Gable that he'll be facing the Aurzilla sooner rather than later. And who knows, it could possibly be at Bash at the Beach. Brian Cage and Ricky Starks come out. Starks says that Cage has been impressive since coming to NXT. He has only been pinned once. Cage says he's been winning since Stand and Deliver. Cage grabs the mic and says, "Gable, that means your A is mine." Reed tells Cage that he'll have to go through him first. Cage and Reed stare down a little bit, but Gargano comes out, and Johnny says he knows that he lost, but he'll do whatever it takes to get one more crack at the title. Trish Stratus says Reed and Cage have been winning, so they'll partake in a triple threat match next week. Stratus says, "Gargano, you did lose, but I'll give you a chance to earn your place in a triple threat match in our co-main event. It will be him, Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Cameron Grimes in a triple threat match when it gets placement next week main event, and whoever wins that match will face Chad Gable at NXT Bash at the Beach." 62. Anybody that didn't have much in terrible wrestling, I won't call it terrible, but MSK defeated the Guitar Heroes in 1346 when Desmond Xavier submitted Rick Boogs. Desmond Xavier 69, Zachary 62, Anthony 52, and Rick Boogs 39. So yeah, a good match here tonight to give MSK some momentum after losing at NXT TakeOver Supremacy. Not the best Ciampa rating, but 71 still decent. Ciampa sits in a black room, and Ciampa says, "Black for years. You enshroud yourself in darkness. You use it for your advantage. You use it as an intimidator. People think you're some unstoppable killer. But I know the true Black. I took your heart in 2018 when I took that NXT championship away from you. I sent you back into the main roster for you to never be the same again. You were in catering, and I was still being dominant. Black, you can call yourself the darkness, but I am the darkness." 50. In the abysmal match, Kaylee Ray defeated Hikari by pinfall and reverse code red. Kaylee Ray, who I'm really looking to push. 51. Hikari, who is in FSW, no, Stardom actually. 40. 83. That was an amazing segment. So Trish says she wants to wish Shotzi Blackheart nothing but the best in the speedy recovery. She will be out at least 9 months. So yeah, this is really my first real big injury in the save since I've been doing it for over a year. Shotzi Blackheart sustained a pronator teres syndrome, and she's going to be out for a year, but the surgery was successful, and she'll only be out for 9 months. So that sucks. She was starting a program with Kaylee Ray, even though Shotzi wasn't going to win. Kaylee Ray, that's supposed to be a good program to get both women over, but yeah, so I decided that the roster is getting a little bigger, so I just started to have a B show where people that might not get TV time, started to have a B show for both Infernos, both Inferno and Thunder. So Inferno has its own kind of like AEW Dark, and along with Thunder, and Shotzi was competing on the Thunder's version of Dark, and she got hurt. So that kind of put a little bit of plans, or wrench in my plans, but hey, you got to pivot. That's all about wrestling. Injuries do happen. You got to be able to think quick on your feet. But Trish says Kaylee has been impressive and she wants to reward her with the first entry in the ladder match at Bash at the Beach. It will be 6 women, 3 from Thunder and 3 from Inferno. The winner of that match will be the first ever women's golden ticket winner in NXT. So yeah, we had a men's golden ticket ladder match, which Trey Miguel, the current North American champion, cashed in on Yori Katsumatsu. So we'll be having the women's golden ticket match at Bash at the Beach. 83. So camera cuts to Killer Cross heading to the building, but Cross comes out to the entranceway when he's jumped by Finn Balor. That's a Killer carrying, my bad. But when he's jumped by Finn Balor, Balor grabs Cross and throws his arm into the steel post. Then Finn finishes Cross off with the coup de grace. Finn tells Cross at Bash at the Beach he'll make Cross kneel to the Prince. So these two men do not like each other at all whatsoever. So it's getting personal. Really great rating. 58 and Chris Bay defeated Trent Seven in 9:33 by pinfall to Triple C. Chris Bay, even though he's lower rated than Trent Seven, got a better rating. He has lower popularity. That's what I meant. Chris Bay 66, Trent Seven 58. 60. Tyler Breeze comes on and says Chris Bay is good and he will no doubt be a future superstar in NXT. But the thing in wrestling is timing. Tyler tells Chris it's not his time and it won't be as long as he's NXT Openweight champ. Tyler says he wants Chris next week to shut up all the doubters and show that Tyler Breeze is better than ever. So next week we'll begin Tyler Breeze versus Chris Bay for the NXT Openweight title. 65. Allison Kay sits on the swing in an abandoned playground. Kay gets on the swing and rocks back and forth. Allison starts laughing in a maniacally and disturbing way. Kay says it seems like Rosa is going on to do something else. But I found a new person to have fun with. Deanna, last week cracking you in the skull gave me the best rush yet. It gave me adrenaline that I never felt before. It's not personal, but you were at the right place at the right time for me. Deanna, I have to beat you now and go on. See you soon. I told you Allison Kay is unhinged and she's just... Man, no one can stop that woman. Even though she lost Thunder Rosa, I think that only made her worse. 51. No psychology? What, almost 4 minutes? But Dexter Lumis defeated Kenny Williams in 3:46 by pinfall at the breaking point. Dexter 57, Kenny 46. 66. So Kathy interviews the Hunters, and David says let's get the elephant out the room. Yes, we are tired of losing. They want to do things. David says they want to do things the right way, but when you see everyone elevating while you're sinking, it's frustrating. Eddie says for now, they'll keep their composure and try to rebuild themselves from step one. So the Hunters are on a downswing, kind of like MC or the former MCMG. They broke up, but the Hunters, they won a Dusty Classic, but it's been downhill ever since they lost to FTR. 57. Juice Robinson defeated Jeet Ramen 6:53 by pinfall the Pulp Friction. Juice Robinson 56, Jeet Ramen 51. So yeah, ever since I brought Juice Robinson into the company, just keep giving him, man, more wins. That's how I'll get over in the eyes of the fans. And he's been having decent ratings. So Damian Priest is seen at the club with all the ladies around him, and Damian says he has his eyes squared on the open weight title situation. The title will live on in infamy when he wins that belt. 59. Toni Storm defeated Shazza McKenzie in 6:46 with a strong 0. Toni Storm was offered game, but 61 is still decent. 45 for Shazza McKenzie, still not bad considering how has low popularity. 62, okay, pretty good. So Toni Storm beats Shazza McKenzie, and Toni celebrates in the ring. Toni moms to the camera that she's coming for Rhea Ripley, even though they're on different brands. The lights go out, and then they come back on. Scarlett appears behind Toni Storm. Toni turns around as Scarlett throws some type of powder in Toni's eyes, blinding her. Then Toni is given a bedazzler, knocking her out cold. Scarlett stands tall over Toni Storm. 78. So FTR say they have to be honest. They have to settle the score with someone before they go down as the best tag team of this generation. They need to beat a team that people say are the best. They attacked FTR and that didn't sit right with them. They need to beat this team in order to beat the best. They need to beat MS. Both Dax and Cash laugh, and we already beat MSK. They're a thing of the past. That was just a joke. But for real, we need to beat a generational tag team. Young Bucks, you say you wanted a shot, you can get one. The Forbidden Door has been open for a while. Why don't you two step through it? FTR versus Young Bucks in 2 weeks' time. You say you wanted the NXT Tag Team Championships that stand and deliver? We'll put those on the line as well. So FTR is calling up the Young Bucks for a dream match, so we'll see what happens there. I mean, that match hasn't technically happened in this series since FTR was signed here in 2020. And they went from WWE to unemployed to NXT, so they didn't face the Young Bucks. But hopefully that match is going to be pretty good. Dax, oh yeah, we got to change his gimmick. Initial rating adequate. Okay, cool. Cool. 55. Head baddies in charge defeated Shoko Nakajima and Izumi, when Miriam submitted Shoko Nakajima with the guillotine choke. Ivelisse and Miriam continuing getting better. Miriam 54, Ivelisse 53, Izumi 47, and no, Izumi 52. Okay, pretty good. And Shoko Nakajima 47. 73. So Miriam said the reason why they want to fight Rousey is because Rousey thinks she could just roll up in NXT and says she's the best without having a match. Yim says she's been here for years and had to rebuild herself over and over again before the fans and management took her seriously. Ivelisse says NXT had precautions signing her because of her past, because of the quote-unquote attitude problems. Ivelisse says they worked hard to get here, but they won't Rousey crap on all their hard work. Ronda comes out. She says she understands what they're saying. It's levels to this sport of wrestling. You guys are clearly mad that Ronda Rousey is better than the both of you, with only less than 3 years of wrestling experience. You guys can see my greatness next week when I make my in-ring debut. So Rousey kind of being a sarcastic prick a little bit. Miriam and Ivelisse kind of pour their hearts out there saying that, hey, you can't just come in and say that you're the best without really having a match. It doesn't matter it does matter what you did in the other company, but it doesn't hold any weight when it comes to getting championships. Well, I can't say that because the FTR and Young Bucks, but you know what I mean. I can't say that. But Miriam and Ivelisse said Ronda can't call herself the best without actually beating anyone in NXT. And huge news, Ronda Rousey will be making her in-ring debut next week. 58. Ashley Vox defeated Saray with the satellite head scissors. Okay. Ashley Vox 55, Saray 55. 58 rated match is pretty good. 60. So Candace says that Ashley picked up a fine win, but she's still green. She still needs seasoning, and who better than the Poison Pixie herself, Candice LeRae. I'm a well-traveled veteran who's fought not only women, but men as well. In fact, I brought Camille along with me, and you see where she is right now. Nobody knew her, and now she's on the verge of superstardom. That's why Candace will be opening Wildside Academy to train up-and-coming women like yourself, Ashley. See you there. So it looks like Candice LeRae. For those that don't get the Wildside Academy joke, I think in Mae Young Classic, Candice LeRae had a finishing move called Miss LeRae's Wildside. And I said Wildside Academy sounds like a good wrestling school name. So there, but interesting enough, Candice LeRae is saying she's going to be a teacher for the next generation of women. And she says that Ashley Vox needs some seasoning. 65. So Shaz McKenzie's backstage after her loss. Dexter hands her an ice pack and a drawing. Shaz McKenzie says thanks. The drawing is Dexter Loomis in the room with Shaz McKenzie behind him. Shaz asks Dexter, what does this mean? Do you want me to be your girl? Dexter shakes his head, no. Your helper? Dexter nods again. And then he points at the paper and tells her to, telling her to think more about it. Your manager? And Dexter shakes his head, yes. And Shaz McKenzie jumps up and down, enjoys celebrating. Shaz gets obnoxious and just jumps around Dexter Loomis in happiness in a circle, while Dexter just standing there stoic. And that could be a new meme where Shaz is just jumping all around, jumping for joy, and Dexter is just standing there all stoic and not really giving a reaction. But yes, there is. It seems like we're going to have a little fun pair for Dexter Loomis and Shaz McKenzie. I think this is going to add some more character. This is really just adding some more character development for both Shaz and Dexter. Dexter is the silent killer, but he has someone who gives him that comedic punch. And Shaz, same thing. She's the bubbly baby face, but she also has a serious person around her in Dexter Loomis as well. 68. Okay, in a decent match, Johnny Gargano defeated Isaiah Swerve Sky and Cameron Grimes in 15-17 when Johnny Gargano pinned Cameron Grimes with the Hearst Donut. Johnny Gargano 80. Where was this last week, Johnny? Goodness. Isaiah Swerve Sky 82. Where was that? man, where did that come from? And Cameron Grimes 51. So I'm glad to see that No Style is helping out everyone, and I'm glad Swerve and Johnny are just kicking out great ratings. But man, where was it during the championship match? But Johnny Gargano picks up the win. Johnny picks up the win here tonight. Johnny stands on a turnbuckle celebrating with the fans, but when he comes down, he runs into a drill claw from Brian Cage. Cage stands over Gargano with Ricky Starks putting his chest on Gargano's foot. 100 rated segment. So Charlotte Flair says that everyone's trying to set up a feud or start a program so they can possibly make it to the pay-per-view. Charlotte says she doesn't need to do anything because she is the attraction. She's the reason why people pay thousands of dollars to sit in the stadium. Flair says, "You will give me my respect, and I'll prove it on the mic and in the ring." A woman comes from the stage, and it's Hikaru Shida from AEW. Shida waves her kendo stick at Charlotte Flair, and Flair tells Shida to come to the ring, and they have a match. So yeah, Charlotte Flair, she's becoming a heel more and more by the week. I said, let me have her as a sweetener, but I said fans don't like her for whatever reason that is. I'm not gonna discuss it, but I think WWE needs to embrace it in a natural way. Have her become that obsessive, overbearing heel, kind of like they are on Raw. But I don't know. It's just whatever WWE does with Charlotte is not working. I think in the hands of somebody else, Charlotte could be a megastar, and she's the most popular woman in the company, the most popular person in the company I won't say by far because EO's catching up to her, but Hikaru Shida is here from AEW, and they have a 70 rated match, so they didn't click. That was my fear. And about they had decent reaction from the crowd, but Subpar Wrestling, Charlotte Flair defeated Hikaru Shida at 15:44 by submission on the figure 8 leg lock. Man, I was hoping that they clicked. If they did, we have a green when they didn't click. Just imagine if they did. I would say probably best match in the series, maybe. 74, okay. Kai comes out to close the show, and Dakota says she's worked hard to get to this point, and she's ready. She wants the Intercontinental Championship. On the PA system here, Thunder Rosa, and Thunder Rosa comes out, and Rosa says she battled many trials and tribulations like Dakota, but she's not taking the backseat to anyone anymore. And Bianca comes out and says this is what she likes to see, competition. Bianca says, I will fight both of you if I have to. So it looks like not only Dakota Kai is coming after Bianca Belair in the IC title, Thunder Rosa is putting her name into the hat as well. And we get a 80 rated show. Okay, pretty good. I was hoping that Charlotte Flair and Hikaru Shida was going to do better, but I'm not going to complain with the 70. So tell me what you thought down below, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.